As we can see, as we're leaving Afghanistan and what's going on with us trying to make agreements with Sisi of Egypt, who we put into place, we have no intent to helping out the Palestinians, and I think that the United States should remove itself entirely from the Middle East. I think the United States should remove itself from everything over there. Pakistan, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, Iraq, Syria, let's keep going. Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Jordan, Israel, Lebanon, Libya. Let's just have you remove yourselves completely. You don't have any reason to be there. You're not a peacekeeping coalition, and in 3 years, Joe Biden could either lose the presidency or die, and it could be Donald Trump, and we could have the biggest holy war on our hands. We could have the Christian Republican Party who believes that only they are accountable to God only. And that's what it says in the Quran. The people that believe that they can use God against them to hurt them. We should get out of the Middle East right now before Donald Trump gets back in. Because it's obvious that Joe Biden can't get the job done. Donald Trump's going to run again. He's done nothing out there in the world to show us that he's actually going to lead the world. He's just sitting there having parties and sitting in the White House. I'm waiting for Jay-Z to show up. Maybe he can do a Calvin Klein commercial after his next Ford commercial. Maybe he can try on some Calvin Klein diapers. The United States has no business in the Middle East. We're the largest terrorist organization in the world. If you're worried about nuclear warheads being in the Middle East, look at Israel. If you're worried about people having nuclear weapons in the Middle East, look at Israel. I don't know if there's any other ones over there. Do you? Do you really think Iran has a nuclear weapon? I don't think so. I don't think the Saudis do. There might be some other dirty weapons, biological warfare, stuff like that. But the only people with nuclear weapons that push this junk about them being all holy and mighty is the United States. The United States shouldn't be in the Middle East. We're not peacekeepers. We hire people to murder people and shoot at villagers and stab children and rape people. We're not peacekeepers. Joe Biden may not win the presidency. The world should recognize this. Donald Trump may run again, and he will launch a holy war. He will raise his evangelical sword up. He will say that he has come in the name of God, and he will go forward and he will kill the Muslims. And Joe, you can't do anything about it. You're like 872 years old, dude. We didn't call you down from the mountain to protect us and have parties. The whole world's looking at our democracy. It's a joke. You lost Samoa. The leadership over there is like 250 fucking years old. He won't give up. He's manipulating it. American Samoa, what? You just abandoned people, Joe. You abandoned Puerto Rico. You and Biden couldn't get the work done for them. Couldn't get their budget bailed out or anything, so they ran out of money and stole their own stuff from their hurricane. They got no money, Joe. Nobody's got money, Joe. You got money, Joe. You got enough money to take a hit for $300,000 last year, Joseph Biden. Get out of the Middle East. They don't like you. You and your core values of being a fake Catholic. Those people that know that they don't follow God but use God as a shield in front of them, they're called agnostic. They are without the knowledge of God. Those people that hold a shield of God in front of them and say that they can do what they do in the name of God with contempt is those that are the agnostics. And it's the agnosts of Agnoth that are the mammons. And the mammons are the ones that only wish for us to follow the ways of gold and silver and delude us from God and trick our minds into bad things. If you go into the desert and you pretend like you care, and the only leverage you have is bigger weapons than them and nukes, eventually they will tell their people about you, and eventually they will come at night and they will cut your throats. You do not own the Turks. You do not have the mercenaries. You cannot go into their place and blow it up. This doesn't happen like that. Do you understand what you're setting on yourself? You have pushed them into a corner and pushed them into a corner and pushed them into a corner and relegated them as being worth nothing. You allow people in America to cut the hair of Sikh children for no reason. Every religion's more aspired to when the United States government says it is, like Lutheran or Catholic.